ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, first piece of news this week is for Fortnite. The new Winterfest or Christmas winter event in Fortnite just released. It's called Operation Snowdown. And Fortnite changed the lobby, the item shop, and added a lot of new things to the game, including the return of airplanes, which were part of a previous Christmas season, so it's very nice to see them return. They also brought back certain items, snowmen that you can hide inside, sneak around the map in. Those are amazing. Just lots of little changes. It's also snowing on the map. Little by little, the entire map will be covered in snow by the time Christmas is here. So, just a really good update. There are new challenges and things to unlock cosmetic items in-game. So that's a big deal right now. A lot of people excited about that. Next, we have Overwatch. Overwatch also just released their winter update, the Winter Wonderland event. They do one every year around Christmas time. They release a lot of new skins and voice lines, emotes, and things for characters in the game. So, there are a bunch of new skins, including one new Mei skin. Mei is a pretty cool character. I like her in Overwatch, but she has a new skin, which is like a penguin skin, and it's just amazing. I absolutely love it. Looks great. Lots of nice returning winter skins from previous years as well. They're also available. So if you play a lot of Overwatch, check out the new Winter Wonderland event. And certain maps as well have changed to a Christmas or winter theme or style. So depending where you play on, it is now snowing or filled with snow in certain areas in Overwatch maps. So that's interesting. I absolutely love Overwatch, so I always have to cover some Overwatch news when it happens. Next, this is probably like the biggest piece of news this week. Caught a lot of people by surprise because it just happened suddenly. Like there was no warning, no tease, nothing. Among Us is now available on Nintendo Switch. So yes, Among Us, one of the most popular games of the year. #1 game right now being played online. I would put it up there, in popularity with like Fortnite and Call of Duty. So many people playing Among Us, it's insane. So as of right now, Among Us is on Nintendo Switch, PC, and mobile devices. No one was expecting a Nintendo Switch version to come out, especially this quickly, but yeah, they just officially announced it on their Twitter account. Among Us and Nintendo just came out all of a sudden and said, hey, Among Us now available on Nintendo Switch. So a lot of people started downloading the game. You have to buy it. It's not the free version, but it is crossplay with PC and the mobile version of Among Us, which is great because the servers are just full of people to play with now. And trust me, a lot of the Among Us players that just started out on Switch are not that good yet, so it's really good to get some easy imposter wins if you're trying to do that. And next, we got some extra news about Among Us. There is a rumored Xbox version coming out in 2021. So yeah, immediately after the Among Us Nintendo Switch announcement, a lot of PlayStation and Xbox fans started coming out saying, when's the PlayStation version coming out? When's the Xbox version coming out? So we still have no information about the PlayStation version of Among Us. Seriously, nothing. But what we do know is that the Xbox Series X and Xbox One versions of Among Us will be launching next year. Hopefully early next year, because I don't think they're gonna wait too long. But yeah, console will get it last. Seems like the developers really want to focus on updating the game and giving us the new map before, releasing alternate versions of Among Us for other systems. So hopefully we get all these new updates and things soon, so then PlayStation and Xbox fans can play this game as well, because a lot of people don't really have a gaming PC. And I know Among Us, doesn't require a powerful PC, but a lot of people just play on their Xbox or just play on their PlayStation. So it just makes sense to make the game available to everyone. So hopefully they do that soon. Next, Fall Guys Season 3 came out this week. Brand new season of Fall Guys, and it is my favorite season of Fall Guys so far. By far the most fun. I really like this new season. It's the winter update, I guess. Every single game seems to be getting a winter or Christmas update. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, a lot of winter themed skins, snowmen, penguins, Santa Claus, elves, that type of thing. And Fall Guys, of course, added a bunch of new challenges and levels to play. And they're my favorite levels by far. Like all the new Season 3 levels, I've been playing them. So much detail. It feels like they put a lot more thought into the Season 3 levels than they did into the Season 2 ones. I got bored really fast of the Season 2 ones. Some of them are pretty annoying, but the Season 3 ones, way better than Season 2. There's like this one where you have to climb a tower. I really like that one. Just a lot of fun challenges in these new levels, so if you haven't played Fall Guys in a while, I recommend downloading and checking out the new season. It's really good. I love this update, and since a lot of people are going to be on a Christmas break, winter break, there's so many games to play. Overwatch, Fortnite, Fall Guys, Among Us, so definitely pick, because so many things are out right now. Next, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Season 1 released this week. So yes, Season 1, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And I have to specify, this is not Season 1 of Warzone, because a lot of people now mistake the seasons in the mainline Call of Duties as being part of like the Warzone new season updates, but that is something that's completely separate. Warzone had an update a while ago, and now Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is getting its first ever Season 1 multiplayer update, and then they're probably going to do Season 2, Season 3, possibly Season 4. We'll see how long they go for all these seasons, but yeah, already impressions of the new Black Ops season are pretty good. I've been watching some ASMR Collect and Play videos. He seems to be very enthusiastic. I know he plays a lot of Call of Duty, so I was happy to see him being so excited about it. But there is a small amount of the Call of Duty fan base, which I've seen online in forums and things, that absolutely dislike the new season, calling it messed up and broken, not, as good as Modern Warfare's Season 1, things like this. So there seems to be some mixed opinions among some Call of Duty players about this new Call of Duty in comparison with Modern Warfare, which some people felt had the better multiplayer, but we'll see how far they go with the updates to Cold War. Hopefully they make it into something that I guess the whole community appreciates. But yeah, Season 1 update is out. Definitely check that out. Next, we have a crazy story about a certain Cyberpunk 2077 game. A game that was supposed to be the #1 game of the year, biggest game of the decade, has a lot of controversy surrounding it. So this is going to be an interesting piece of news. So first, as you all know, Cyberpunk 2077 came out, got pretty good reviews. A lot of people bought the game. It sold extremely well. In fact, CD Projekt Red said that the game already paid for itself just by everyone that bought it in the first launch week of the game. But now we have a problem because the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions of Cyberpunk 2077 look absolutely terrible and run absolutely terribly. Like, there are meme compilation videos on YouTube of all the glitches that are just plaguing the older gen versions of Cyberpunk. And people are saying that the developers intentionally hid the PS4 version gameplay and the Xbox One version gameplay so that people couldn't necessarily critique or judge the game before buying it, because it seriously looks like 480p quality running at 20 FPS. The textures on people's faces look like something out of a game from 2009, possibly even 2007. They're so bad at some points. Lots of collision glitches, detection. People were driving cars and motorcycles, and the car will just fly underneath the ground, crash land under the actual cement surface of the street, not allowing players to get out. Lots of weird glitches and randomness happening. So what happened after this was a lot of people started saying, why does a game with so many glitches have good reviews? What's going on here? PS4 and Xbox One versions are terrible compared to the actual newer generation and PC versions. Mind you, the newer versions, newer generation versions, for PC, actually run pretty well if you have a PC that's pretty powerful, or a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. Cyberpunk 2077 doesn't really look too bad or run that bad. But the older versions, they look terrible. So a lot of people started requesting refunds, specifically to Sony on PlayStation. And Sony was denying refunds for Cyberpunk 2077. So people started getting really, really mad, and they were making this huge deal. There was talk of lawsuits and all sorts of trying to get into contact with consumer media groups and things like this that monitor kind of watchdogs, companies that try to scam, because people were starting to call it a scam, you see. And then all of a sudden, Sony did the unprecedented thing of allowing refunds for Cyberpunk 2077 and completely removed the game from the PlayStation Store. This is unheard of for a AAA game on any system. This has never happened before, where a huge, important, highly anticipated game launches and then is removed. So as of right now, if you go and try to buy PlayStation version of Cyberpunk 2077, you're not able to buy it. And then anyone that did buy it, they can actually get a refund if they want to. If not, you can keep the game, but there is that option. Xbox did the exact same thing, and additionally, the Cyberpunk, CD Projekt developers, they're working directly with Sony on fixing the game, and then, only then, will they put it back on the store. So as of right now, no one else can buy the game. They will fix it, and then they will put it back there. So some people are really disappointed that didn't buy the game, saying they were going to get it, around Christmas time for their friend or buy it for themselves. And now they can't necessarily buy it digitally on the PlayStation Store. So there's like a problem going on. But yeah, this is crazy. This has never happened. This is like Last of Us 2 coming out, or a new Call of Duty or Fallout, Mass Effect game coming out and then getting removed from the store by the developers, saying the game is not that good, we're gonna fix it, trust us. That's never really happened. Even games like Mass Effect Andromeda or No Man's Sky, which launched with a lot of problems and hate from the fan communities, they were still left on the store. So this is like a historical moment, and it's crazy. So it's still unfolding. I absolutely have like no idea where this is gonna go, but it's crazy. And of course there's people that are playing Cyberpunk 2077, enjoying it, having a great time with it, calling it the best game of the year. And honestly, good for those people, because there's people that really love it, and there's people that feel scammed and hurt by the game. So, you know, both, I would say the game has mixed opinions online right now, but everyone's opinion is valid. Next, we got a leak about a possible upcoming Final Fantasy game. Apparently, Final Fantasy's Chocobo Racing might be returning for next generation systems. We might be getting a sequel or some kind of remaster or remake, but I am very excited. So Chocobo Racing was like a kart racing Final Fantasy game back on the PlayStation, and then they never really made any other ones, and it kind of faded into obscurity. Only the Final Fantasy fans knew about this game. Now Square Enix is looking into making a new one, so hopefully it's not a phone game. Maybe it'll come out for PlayStation 5 or something. I'm hopeful for an announcement. Nintendo this week had a special live stream on their official Nintendo channel, where they basically showed off Super Nintendo World, a theme park all about Nintendo. And whoa, it looks amazing. There are parts of this video where I had to like pause and say to myself, this is real. This is not CG. This is not fake. This is not a video game. There are parts where it looks so real, but it's like a theme park area. So seriously, if you're a Nintendo fan, go on the official Nintendo channel, watch the 15-minute live stream. It's saved of Super Nintendo World. It's a small little tour of the area. There's all sorts of like, you know, attractions and even places where you can eat and buy merch all about Nintendo. So if you're a Nintendo fan, all of this stuff is crazy, and Shigeru Miyamoto, of course, is the one presenting everything. Really awesome, and I highly recommend checking it out. I really want to go to Super Nintendo World. Maybe once all of this Corona stuff goes away, maybe I'll be making a trip there. We'll see. Next, Nintendo apparently has had a very, very good year. Apparently, the share value of Nintendo on the Tokyo Stock Exchange has hit the highest level ever since the Nintendo Wii. So, the Nintendo Wii was so big for Nintendo, their share value was like the highest of all time at that point. And since the Nintendo Wii back in like 2007 or something, 2008, Nintendo's never really achieved that high status again in their share value until this year. So this has been a very, very good year for Nintendo. That's crazy. So props to Nintendo. I'm sure they have a lot of great things planned for the future. I'm excited. We got some other extra news. Saga Frontier Remastered has been announced, and we got some more gameplay footage and trailers this week. Saga Frontier is an RPG by Square Enix that released on the PlayStation 1. Kind of an obscure game. It's getting remastered for PlayStation and PC, and Wow, it looks very, very nice. I'm excited to play this. I'm glad whenever they remake older games or remaster them for modern systems, because I feel like a lot of people never got the chance to play the original games. So it makes sense to port them to newer systems with better graphics and enhancements. And that's exactly what they're doing with this Saga Frontier remastered game. There's this cool ninja game called Cyber Shadow, which is launching on January 26th, 2021. I think it's coming out on everything like PC, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, and I will be buying it. It's a 2D side-scrolling platformer, so don't expect anything, new or fancy graphics like that. This is supposed to be like a retro, old-school style game with cyber ninja action, and it looks really cool. It caught my attention. I'm always interested in these older style games. And lastly, Tales of Arise, the next big Tales game in the Tales series, is apparently ending development. It's in the final stages of development, so we should be getting an announcement and a release date for Tales of Arise in 2021 very, very soon. So I'm hopeful for a release date in 2021. I'm really excited for this Tales game. The art style and everything we have seen so far has caught my attention, and it's been a while since I played a Tales game. For those that don't know, Tales is an RPG series, Japanese RPG series, that's been a long-running series since like the Super Nintendo in Japan, so very, very popular series, and I'm excited for the new game. And yeah, that is everything on the news for this week, so thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite piece of news was, and I will see you all next time.